Hey buddies, welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at my mat collection and some of the stories behind the mats that I have. But before I do that, I just want to address a few things. So first off, sorry about the mic quality. I'm just using the microphone from my phone, and that's because one of the other buddies, Minsu, our social media manager, is currently using it. And that's because when you guys are watching this May 13th, it will be me and my girlfriend's 4-year anniversary. So I'm going to be spending the day and Thursday with her. So you guys won't be seeing me for a couple days. Thursday and Friday will be videos made by the other members of the Buddy Force. Make sure you guys go check that out. They're putting a lot of effort into those videos, and it would really be appreciated if you guys go check out their videos as well. Also, before we get into it, I would just like to thank Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Fusion Gaming is our local card shop where a majority of our sealed-only series was filmed. They have been supporting us for a few months now, but we've been going there for years. They've given us the coupon code BuddyForce5 that you can use at checkout for 5% off your entire order. Be sure to head on over to FusionGamingOnline.com and use our code BuddyForce5. Not only does it support the channel, but it supports them as well. Everybody's happy when you use the code. You guys save money. Fusion Gaming is supported, and we are supported as well. Anyways, once again, that's FusionGamingOnline.com and use code BuddyForce5. Now, into today's video, we are going to be looking at my mat collection. Now, it's not the hugest thing. I think there's about like 15 here or so, not that much. But there are a couple of mats that won't be in the video. So I'm going to put up a video right now, and you guys can see that I have a lot of mats, so many that I use them as placemats. Like my entire computer setup, I've just got mats underneath all my monitors and my keyboards and stuff, just because it's so convenient. I don't need to buy mouse pads, and it keeps the monitors off the desk. So I'm not going to be showing you guys those ones. There's one of them that I will mention. I'll just post a picture of it, but I really didn't feel like taking apart my setup and having to take the mats out. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to start off with the mat that I currently use. After that, this is in like a super random pile, so I'm just going to go through them randomly. Some of these have stories behind them, some of them don't. So right now, the mat that I'm currently using is this full-length 2-player hand trap mat. So you can see on one side, it's got Ash Blossom and Ghost Belle. And then on the other end, it's got Ghost Reaper, Ghost Sister, and Ghost Reaper. Did I say that right? Winter Cherries, Ghost Ogre, and Ghost Sister. I think those are the names. Anyways, when I got this last year at Nats when it was in Pittsburgh, you guys could see it's from KGT Connection. So what actually happens is there were these two girls going around the floor at Nationals, and they were selling a bunch of field centers with like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff on them. Some of them were like anime based, but a lot of them had original designs on it. And they were also selling mats, and they were selling this cloth mat that had the Ghost Girls on them. They had them in two versions, with the card zones and without the card zones. I liked this mat so much, I bought it. It was $50 US, and right after I showed the other members of the Buddy Force, and they all bought a copy. Like, all of us have this mat. We just loved it so much. Anyways, this is the mat that I currently use because I love cloth mats. Once you go cloth, you can't go back, just because like the fanning out of your cards in the graveyard and everything, it just feels so nice. So this is my current mat that I use, even though there's nowhere to use the mats right now. Anyways, the rest is going to be in sort of a random order, and if there's a story along with it, I'll tell you guys. So the next one up is this tiny thing. It's the Dragon Maid Yu-Gi-Oh! Day mouse pad. It's not actually a mat, but it's a mouse pad. And I got this because when Fusion Gaming was holding their Yu-Gi-Oh! Day event, the person who got the mouse pad was whoever got the highest while playing cards from Mystic Fighters. I think the rule was you had to be playing at least 10 cards from Mystic Fighters in your deck, extra deck, or side deck. So I was actually just playing full power, like pure math mech. we made all 3 decks the day of, but I decided math mech, whatever, I like math, and I ended up getting 4th. The 3 people above me did not play any Mystic Fighter cards, so I got 4th, and I got this cute little Yu-Gi-Oh! Day mousepad. On to the next one. There's not really a big story behind this one. This is the little mini mat that you get from, I think it was the Pendulum starter box. It's got like the old pendulum zones and then a little thing in the middle describing the different phases of the game. So this is a very dated mat. I don't use it very often. It's normally either rolled up or I'm using it in a setup. Next one is a Battle Pack Epic Dawn mini-mat, and I just got these from one of the Battle Pack Epic Dawns when I was like 15, 16, or whenever they came out. It's okay, it's not actually my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of this artwork or the color scheme, but hey. And the next mat is very special and very close to my heart. It is a Guilford the Legend and Dark Eradicator Warlock mat. So this is probably one of the first mats that I bought. Like, I think I bought it back in 2012 or 2013, and I actually based my very first Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel off of this mat. So I'll give you guys a closer look. What you guys don't know is that actually, before the Buddy Force was the Buddy Force, this channel was called Guilford the Eradicator, and that was me as like a 14-year-old kid trying to make YouTube videos, and the reason I call myself Guilford the Eradicator was because of this mat. I bought this mat, I was like, oh, Guilford the Legend, Dark Eradicator Warlock, I'm Guilford the Eradicator now. As you guys can see, it's super damaged, and what actually happened was I had my whole filming set up in the crawl space of my old house, and one day there was like a hole in the pipe of our washing machine and it flooded the entire crawl space. So there's a lot of like gross sediment and stuff on this mat. I've tried washing it out, but to no avail. Maybe I'll try it again. You guys are going to see there's a couple mats in here that are dirty, and I'm actually going to be making a video later on about how I clean my mats. But anyways, this thing has been through thick and thin. You guys can't see, but there's like cuts in the mat at the bottom here, and that's from like, you know, that phase when you're a kid and you just like playing with dangerous stuff, and I cut the mat. Really silly me. I really want to get another copy of these. If you guys know where I can find another copy of this mat, I would love to pick it up. So yeah, this is very sentimental, very special to my heart. I call it the Guilford the Eradicator mat, and yeah, it's just probably one of my favorite mats. Next up is the Phantasme mat from 2019 regionals. This mat is actually my one and only regional top mat. I had never topped a regionals prior until this regionals. I can't remember exactly which one. I believe I was playing Sky Striker at the time. I think the scenario at that moment was everybody else in the Buddy Force had their invite to Nats except for me, and that was the last regionals before nationals, so I needed to get my invite if I wanted to go. And there you go. That's the win. I was so happy. I think I got like 7th or 8th. Like, I just bubbled in. I was so happy. And yeah, that's the mat right there. You guys have probably seen this mat a million times. Next up is the Mech Knight Supreme Yu-Gi-Oh! Day mat. So I won this mat. I would just like to say most of these mats I either won or like earned. Very few did I actually buy. Like, one of the only ones that I did buy was the Guilford the Eradicator mat. I just straight up bought that one. But most of these I earned. So I got this for getting first place at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day event. At the time, I was playing Trickstars because I absolutely loved Trickstars. It's still one of my favorite decks to this day. Light Stage needs to come back to 3. That's just my opinion. I just really like the deck. And there's a funny story about getting this mat. So I was undefeated in the tournament with Trickstars until the final round of Swiss. And I played against our friend, and he was playing Full Power Spiral at the time, and he beat me. But since that was my only loss of the day, I still made it to top cut. And in the final round to win the mat, I played against him again. and I took the win. As you guys can tell that I have the mat. So that was probably one of my more exciting achievements. I was like, oh, I literally lost to this deck earlier in the tournament, and I was able to come back and win the mat. The second one is actually the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day mat from when they released the Link starter deck, the one with Link Karibo. That was the one where you actually had to play the starter deck in the tournament, and I won that one as well. There's nothing really special about that. Everybody was playing the exact same deck, so it was a little tricky, but your boy got the mat. Actually, it's a funny story. Ever since I started getting into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, I have gotten the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day mat every year. Like I said, I started getting competitive in about 2017, so I got the Mekk-Knight mat. Then the next year I got this mat, and then I got the mouse pad in 2019. It's not the full mat, but hey, I've been getting mats each Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Next up, you guys saw that I had the Thanos mat, the Phantasme mat. So when we went to Pittsburgh, I was able to get this. This is the World Legacy World Championship Qualifier 2019 mat. You get this mat by pre-registering for Nationals. We got there the Friday before and was able to pick this up. So you guys have probably seen this mat a lot of times. This is the mat that I actually use whenever I'm filming at my table. You guys have probably seen this mat a bunch of times in our videos. Next up, this one's like really pretty. This is the OTS Champion Appaloosa mat. So I don't know what it is, but like I do okay at OTSs. Most of my invites that I get for Nationals are from OTSs. Like this year, my invite came from an OTS, and it was actually this OTS where I got my invite. Yeah, as you can see, it says OTS Champion, and this is the one with Appaloosa. For that tournament, I was playing Subterror Guru. I think the deck profile is actually on the channel here. And I played against Thunder Dragon in the final round, which was super interesting. I'd played this person a few times, and I swear our win rate against one another was like 50-50 when it came to him playing Thunder Dragon and me playing Guru, but I was able to take the win. I actually remember making a very silly move against Thunder Dragons, and one of the judges actually called me out on it. So I'll quickly explain what happened. Basically, I was playing Guru, and he was playing Thunder Dragon. He went first for game 2. I had won game 1. Game 2, he activates Allure of Darkness going first, and I chain Lancia. Now, to the average person, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? You chain Lancia to an Allure of Darkness. And that's what the judge thought. The judge was like, if you win game 2, you're an absolute psychopath, because who would Lancia an Allure of Darkness? My thought process was, he's playing Thunder Dragons, he definitely wants to banish monsters, so literally giving him a Pot of Greed is better than giving him a Pot of Greed and a banish. So I chained Lancia and ended up winning because he really needed that banish. Big brain plays, boys, big brain plays. So yeah, that's the Appaloosa OTS Champion mat. The next mat, oh my god, this is so dirty. This is like gonna be the star of my mat cleaning video. It is the Ojama Battle City mat. So as you guys can tell, the Buddy Force is based off of the Ojamas. This is probably one of my favorite mats, to be honest. I almost never use it. Like I said, I really prefer cloth mats. But I won this from playing a side event at a regionals. I believe it was just like a mini tournament. You could use any deck. And I entered it after going X3 at our regionals, and I ended up winning, and I got the Ojama mat here. So that was really exciting. Like I said, love the Ojamas. Literally, our channel is based off of the Ojamas, so really like this mat. Next up is another really old mat. You can actually tell which mats were in my flood that I mentioned by the back. They have all these like soapy, like sediment type marks all over them, and look how warped it is. Like, yeah, ugh. I'm not proud of the condition of a lot of these. This is the Noble Knights, Knights of the Round Table mat. I've actually got 2 of these. The other one is underneath my camera right now. And you bought these when you bought the round Knights table, the round Knights table set. I forget what it was called, but it was basically the Noble Knights set that had all of the platinum rare cards in it. So nothing really special. Yeah, you bought that set and you got this full-sized Noble Knights mat. Next up is just a plain one. It's like, oh, look at how dirty it is. It's just a purple Ultimate Guard, really thick. If you guys didn't know, my favorite color is purple. Probably were able to figure it out by what I wear a lot of the times in a lot of our videos. But yeah, it's just a purple Ultimate Guard. It's super messy because it used to be a placemat on my desk. So you've got like a bunch of nasty stains on here. Next up is Code of the Duelist. So this is another mat that I actually bought. I went to the Code of the Duelist sneak peek and I didn't end up topping the tournament, but I really liked Code of the Duelist. I was super into like Link monsters being a thing. Trickstars, like I said, is one of my favorite decks, and I just really wanted the mat. So I think I gave the guy like 25 bucks for it at the time, but it was really nice. I used this mat for quite a while prior to some of these other ones. Next up is the 2018 World Championship Qualifier with all of the Mech Knights on it. So I also, like I said, started getting really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Late 2017, around September 2017. That's when I really started to get competitive with it. And I ended up getting my invite to the 2018 World Championship Qualifier. And this is the mat that I got for pre-registering. This was a super huge moment for me. I don't really like the design of the mat. A lot of people offered to buy it from me, but I wanted to keep it a sentimental value. This was my first nationals that I ever went to, so I decided to keep the mat. Next up, this is also a plain Ultimate Guard mat. It's just pink. I actually got it from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. I think we did a video on it. I bought a collection for like 150 bucks, and this was one of the mats. It's just one of the pink Ultimate Guards. Honestly, I really like it. I'm a huge fan of pink and purple. I might start using this like more often for stuff. Maybe not on camera, but gosh, it's such a nice color. Okay, and this is the last of the mats that I have here. Disclaimer, I used to have an Extreme Forces sneak peek mat, but I ended up selling it to a guy who's just getting into the game. So, this is the last mat I've got. It's the Flames of Destruction sneak peek mat. Won this at the Flames of Destruction sneak peek. I can't remember exactly what deck I was playing, but based on the mat at the time, I want to say Goki Nightmare. I had a Goki Nightmare deck that was super busted. There's actually a crazy story about how I got the Goki Nightmare deck, but that's another video. And that's it for all of the mats that I have here. The one mat that I wanted to talk about that's like in my setup is the Sword Art Online 2... What's her name? It's the Sword Art Online 2 mat. I'll post a picture right up here. And yeah, I just got that mat around when I started getting back into the game, and I'm a big weeb, so I got that mat as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's one thing I wanted to mention, you guys, and it's a little bit of a teaser. So, like I said, when I showed you guys the Guilford the Eradicator mat, prior to being the Buddy Force, this channel was called Guilford the Eradicator, which means we've got some old videos, some young Dilly videos still privatized on this channel. And what I'm hoping is, I want us to hit 2,000 subscribers. We're at like 1,800 right now, and I would love for us to hit 2,000 subscribers. And when we hit 2,000 subscribers, I will post a reaction video to some of my old Guilford the Eradicator videos. They're really cringy. Some of them are kind of funny, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that, honestly. So yeah, once we hit 2,000 subscribers, I will make that video. Okay, that's it for today. Sorry this was a bit long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing my mat collection. What's your favorite mat that you own? Leave it in the comments down below. And also, please, if you guys know where I can get another one of those Guilford the Eradicator mats, I'd love ya. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.